Okay, I think I got that figured out now. I think I got the chat room open up. If you guys can talk to me now, if you like, I'll just. Hey, think I got that right now. I got the chat working. So sorry about that. This is my first time doing this. Um, so hopefully you guys can forgive me for the small delay. I got that figured out. And hopefully you guys can see me, you guys can hear me and see me. If you guys can talk to me in the chat if you want, that I'll know that you guys can talk to me now. That'd be great. I'll just wait a little bit for more people to come in, and hopefully you can see me all right. Sorry if I have a messy hair. I always have messy hair. um, so hi guys. Hi. Well, I'm nervous and yet excited at the same time because this is the first time I do this, because I'm usually a private person. And um, so I'll just wait a little bit more for more people to come in, hopefully like around 20 or 30 people at the minimum. And so I'm ready to answer any questions or any, like, and also get to know me a little bit more. And hopefully the next time I do this, I won't have any delays. Uh, so yeah, I'm Mickey. Um, let me turn off the light a little bit more. And so I am a real person. Hi, how are you? I'm a real person. I am not a robot. And I am the creator of those animatics that I hope you guys love a lot, or like at least. Um, so as soon as a bit more people start to come in, I'll start talking about it and I'll start answering any questions. And so yeah, and you guys are in my room too. Like, hope everybody is staying safe in this really bad time. And I'm sorry for yesterday that I delayed it a little bit. Something came up that I had to go into the military base to resolve. Uh, Hi, I'll answer your question really quick. I'm just saying, I just want to do I'm sorry. First things first, like introducing myself, and then talking about then my story, and also thanking all you wonderful people who follow me and subscribe and give me all your love and your comments and wish me also happy birthday. Thank you. And also for following on my Instagram, which is where I post most work of my work, either personal or project. Some or I doodle a lot. I do a lot of fan art, but I also do original stuff. And loving animatics so much, and I will get right on that. And also, I will answer first the question that everybody's been asking me about my story. That I will. Hi, how are you? Um, okay. First things first. First question that I will answer for all you guys of where you can read my story, and the answer is nowhere. Yeah, I'm sorry, but you can't read my story nowhere. It's not on Wattpad. It's not on fanfiction. It's not anywhere, and I have a perfectly good reason for that. Because the reason is that I am writing it right now. I'm still writing it, and it's gonna be different from what I show in my animatics. It's gonna be similar. It's gonna have a lot of things. It's gonna have the two siblings. It's gonna be in ancient Egypt, and it's gonna have the gods. Yes, it's gonna have the new guy, which I did a poll on, and I was kind of concerned about that. I was a little concerned, like, should I be worried about this? Because people are shipping her with the brother and not the other guy. And so Wow, only 4 people. Should well, I hope more. So, 'cause, yeah. So yeah, so I want to move forward into this project, not just doing the animatics, but I want to do it into an actual illustrated novel, which I did for my first book, which it is out for you guys want to read it. So just let me know if you guys want to read my Greek mythology book, which I did for my senior thesis for college, which is this one right here, Ringling College, Art and Design in Florida, which I just graduated. Um, so if let me guys know if you at least want to read my Greek mythology book. It's called Deathbringer, which is my own version of the Greek myth of Hades and Persephone, but it's told in her perspective. And I did write it and illustrated it and edited it. Well, I was gonna have two friends edit it for me, but since we had to, of course, move away for the COVID thing, I had to do it all myself. Uh, So yeah, let me know. So you guys will have a feel of how would I would do my Egyptian story, how would I would illustrate it, how would I would write it, how would I would edit it and then format and stylize it. So you guys would get a feeling of that. And so, but yeah, let me know. So yeah, that answers that question. Okay, I'm gonna answer now. Still it's gamers question. Hi, how did you get into drawing? I think I've always been drawing, since I can remember, since I have memory, maybe 2 years old, 3 years old. I took a lot of private classes, like a lot of fine art classes when I was younger. Um, I had private teachers, um, and then when I moved to Alaska, yes, I moved to Alaska. My dad was stationed. My dad is a U.S. veteran, and so yeah, I took some fine art classes at the college over there in Anchorage, and before I moved over to Florida to Ringling, and that's where. Let me just say first that Ringling is like a boot camp for art and animation and other arts like film, photography, and sculpture and all that stuff. And I both loved it so much, and at the same time, they like sucked every drop of me out of me, but I did love it. I loved all my professors, and they helped me. They were tough on me, yes, but it's in a good way. So it was funny because I still run into any freshman professors, and I asked them, "Do you remember when I was sucky?" And they said, "It's not that you were sucky. It's just that, yeah, you were sucky." But now I'm less sucky, professor. Yeah. Yeah, especially I also took my a writing minor and a visual development minor. For for the writing part, I had my professors looked over my story. This one right now, the Egyptian one, which I still had to come up with a good title for it. A little embarrassing that I don't have a title for it yet, but he looked over at least my first 3 chapters of them, and he especially loved the third chapter. Not sure if I should give out any spoilers or anything, but he kept asking me like, why was Shiani, her name is Shiani, why was Shiani naked for a long time? So I was like, is that the only thing you're gonna critique on me? Love keep drawing, and hopefully I'm gonna keep drawing myths, especially Greek and Egyptian, and probably Norse too, because I do love mythology. Um, and I loved my mythology professor. She was awesome. I loved her. She helped me on my thesis, and she's helping me right now writing this one. Anything like research and facts that I might need, and any translation, because she speaks a couple dead languages like Latin and Greek, and so hopefully I can start working in an illustration. First, I need to write it first. I need to keep writing it. So hopefully, I can after I start writing it, I can start illustrating it, and it's gonna be like spot illustrations. Like if you would see in my Greek book that I have a big spot illustrations for it. Um, and then comes the writing, which will be like either like this side to side or up from down. So, I'll still need to work on that one because the Greek one was pretty short. Short. It has 30 chapters. In total, 67 pages. Yeah, I'm insane. I know. And for the Egyptian one, it's going to be a longer story, so I had to plan everything out because I always had to plan everything before, including the animatics. And so I need to figure out a bit more on the story where I'm going to lead with this, especially with all the drama. Uh, keep doing my research. And also keep designing because I feel a little bad but that I'm doing the animatics first instead of doing like character designs and environment stuff. And so if my professors would see me now, they kind of shame me for that. So yeah, but yeah, I think that answers other questions, I hope. So how did you come up with the story? Oh, the story. It's a funny story in a story. Uh, I don't know if any of you guys watch Miraculous of Ladybug. No, no hands. Okay. Um, but yeah, it all started out as a crazy fan fiction between me and a friend, between the lead Marinette and the Egyptian ladybug. So because I could say that she's my favorite, plus Joan of Arc Ladybug. So she and I started writing this fan fiction back and forth of. I really don't remember much about that one. That's probably another universe. Um, so yeah, and then I started seeing a couple really interesting material that we worked together. Um, the audio? Let me just turn it up. Sorry. Okay, I'll speak a little louder if you guys can't hear me. Okay, where was I? Oh, yeah. So we had a lot of cool material, but it was all like Ladybug universe-ish. But then I started looking over the Egyptian stuff, and then I just started forming in my head. So like, maybe I could work something with this, like make something into original. And of course, with her permission, she said, "Yeah, sure, totally, dude, go for it." So I started writing into something more original. Um, and I think the best inspiration I got for it also was Prince of Egypt. I love Prince of Egypt. Yes, forever since birth. Yes, it's my. If anybody asks me what's my favorite DreamWorks movie, it'll always be Prince of Egypt. Like, come on, tell me that's not true. It's the best one ever. Well, besides Shrek, but that's a different story. Uh, so so yeah, the conflict between the two siblings kind of comes from that, but not like in a uh, Christianity or Bible aspects or anything. But because that's a different story. That's a different story with Moses and from the Bible, the Ten Amendments and all that stuff. And so, but my story is more the conflict between the two siblings of fighting over each other of what's good and bad. Because we all saw that Ptolemy is obsessed with Shioni in many different toxic ways, but he does have a soft spot for her in a good way. When he's not all angry, when he's not like being influenced by the gods, the negative gods, which are Seth and Anubis or any other ones that I'm still researching them. But for now, I think I got a strong pull of which gods they're going to be more influenced with. Because yeah, that's another thing. The gods are gonna have their own roles in the story, like be actual mentors to the two kids. Ra is gonna be Shioni's mentor. Uh, funny thing is that Ra, everybody thinks that he's bad, but he's not. He's actually the sun god, who is something really positive. I did my research. Yes, I talked with my professor, and she cleared it up for me. So she was helping me. She's still helping me right now through email, at least. And so he's gonna be Shiani's mentor, like guiding her through the good path, like ironically the light path. And so And between Ptolemy and Seth, I'm thinking at some point Ptolemy is gonna change Seth to Anubis when he gets a little bit more violent and a little bit more killer or deadly. I'm still debating that because Seth is god of chaos, and for now Ptolemy hasn't killed anybody. Maybe, I don't know. And Anubis is god of death. So there's a thin area there. There's a thin line right there. Uh, which god to switch from one god to another. Like I don't know if that's even possible to do. So, but yeah, the whole relationship between them is both toxic, yes, but does has its soft points at some point. Like he can be sweet to her at some point. He can be controlling, yes, but he never means her any harm, even if he does cause her harm by being controlling and being because like my professor said, my story has a little modernism in it too because Shione is against slavery, so she wants to be a good leader. Also, she's the firstborn, so there's more pressure on her with her parents, the pharaoh and the queen, and so she's the firstborn. She's and thanks to my professor, she told me that even women can be pharaohs. So I don't want to mix this up with the story of Cleopatra. It has nothing to do with Cleopatra. I've also looked up everything there is about Cleopatra. Yes, Shione is the most beautiful, pure creature. How I described her, like she's pure. She's supposed to be like untouchable, even by gaze, by any other except even by Ptolemy. Like he is forbidden to like be around her too much, even if they live in the same palace, which is controversial. I don't know, but yeah, she's supposed to be this like inside this crystal bowl of perfection, which she doesn't want to be in. I'm not trying to be feminism here. Like, I'm not against feminism, but I just find it a little too much when a girl has like I'm really more about the girl can be strong and independent, yes, but she can still have a loving partner to support her. So hopefully people would agree with that. I hope. And so yeah, she wants to have her own life. She wants to like be with her people. I'm gonna do some animatics where we see her in the village, like dancing, like Egyptian traditional dance. I looked those up in the music, and so nothing like gypsy dancing or belly dancing. Like it's completely different. I noticed that it's different. So and it's also in my book, like in my book version that I wrote parts like that. So I don't know. Ptolemy is the type. He's the type of guy who will like kill anybody except uh, and only be sweet and nice to the one he loves. Because he does love Shione. He does love her in a good way, yes. Even if the gods are like a little bit against it. Because he would rather choose her over the throne or over power that they like influence on him. Like actual power. Hopefully you guys saw that he has like, uh, I don't want to say firebending. I don't want to say firebending, but yeah, like immortal powers, things like that. So he does cry for her. I think we already saw that. Like I think I crushed his soul at that last part. Hopefully you guys saw that last part, and I hope you liked it. And so I kind of kept it a secret for a while because I wanted to kill two birds with one stone in a way. Like introduce a new character who is going to be her real true love. His name is Joseph, by the way, with an F. And he's a slave. So imagine the situation that Ptolemy has to find out that his sister, the love of his life, who is really obsessed with, is really in love with a mere slave. So imagine the humiliation, the betrayal, the guilt, well, not the guilt, the torment like the heartbreak. Like I already got the fangirls after me saying that, why did you kill him? Okay, I feel like I've been talking a lot, so like let me answer any other questions. Okay, are there gonna be any fights? Oh, that's a good question. Besides the first one, with the plagues, I'm not really sure. Well, there might be, yes, but I had to plan everything out. Like, okay, here's how I do my animatics. You can tell that I use songs that are popular songs, either from movies or Broadway or things like that. That I see fit into my story, like fit into my story, like the situation or the scene, which I always had to like stare at the ceiling upside down, like brainstorm a little. Actually, I have a list right here of some ideas, either for my OC animatics or the category I like to call funsies, which will be like crossovers and things like that. Part four. For those who know Phantom of the Opera, there is a next part to the song. So part five, I was thinking of doing a second version of Hellfire, but more demonic, like more serious and more intense. And I already know whose cover to use for that one. um, part six, actually, I was doing this during work yesterday. I already started planning for part six. I don't know if I should have done this because I haven't done part four or part five yet, but here's part six already in the process in thumbnails. So this is gonna be like the introduction of her parents, who the pharaoh Cetrus, and I still need to come up with a name with the queen, their mother, either Tuya or yeah. For now, it's Tuya, I guess. Let's call her Tuya for now. So yeah, I already started making plans. Hopefully, you guys can see them or make them out somehow. So at least the intro. At least I got the intro like sketched out or something or planned out. So uh, part five is gonna be I don't know if I should give spoilers or not, or if you guys wanna keep it a surprise until then, and who knows, it's gonna be like that. Uh, so yeah. Let's see what else. From what I saw, Shion is the oldest. I want to make she is the oldest. Yes. She's the firstborn. So in this, like in Egyptian times, it was something really common for the firstborn to be a woman, to be a girl, because of that. Because it wasn't sure at that time that a woman can be pharaoh, or she can be at least queen, yes, but like pharaoh. I was gonna call her Queen Pharaoh. I don't know if that. It's a made up term I just used, and but when my professor said that a woman can't be Pharaoh, so I'm like, slash out the Queen part. Okay, I'll just call her Pharaoh. So Anubis is the brother Stan. For now he's not. He's not. It's Seth right now. Seth. So right now, because I'm just waiting for the idea of when will be the good part for Ptolemy to actually kill somebody. So then it switches over from one god to another, from Seth to Anubis. So, and everybody's already asking me if he's gonna kill Joseph. I would have to say right now he's not gonna kill him. Boo. Okay, I got a good reason for that. Because I believe in the idea of that Ptolemy right now is at a point that he feels so powerful that he feels that death is too easy. There are much worse things than death itself, really, and especially in their world where death is something like a privilege in a way. Like if you die, you will pass over to the afterlife. So he believes that if just killing him is going to be enough, which is not. Like, he wants to do that complete suffering type and give him a worse fate than death. So it's funny because he doesn't like want that for Shioni, who he feels betrayed by him too. Because again, he does love his sister, in some good way, in a way, somehow. He does love her, yes. And I don't know, like, I'm still in the parts that I'm still writing, that there are some parts, there are really sweet parts between them. Like, he offers her a boat ride by the Nile. He becomes a gentleman and all that stuff. But she still, at the same time, turns him down because she does love him as a brother. As a brother, like, she does give him a kiss on the cheek, and automatically he feels that that's an opening for him. Oh, she's gonna marry me and all that stuff. So he gets confused. He gets all that confused. So I don't know. Ptolemy's interesting. He does have his little. So yeah. Okay. What else? I want to see. You will see them. Yeah, you will see their parents. You will see the pharaoh and the queen. And actually, they have two more siblings, which are written in my book. I don't know if I'm ever gonna put them in my animatics. They're two little siblings. I still need to come up with names for them, but they're like two little siblings around the ages of 7 or 8. Twins. Another thing that it was very uncommon in Egyptian times for to have twins. So, uh, but I don't know if they're going to show up that much. They are probably going to be mentioned or show up at least 1 or 2 times, but not a lot, because right now the main focus is Shioni and Ptolemy. But yeah, I wanted to point that out, that they do have two more siblings, a girl and a boy, who Shioni loves a lot. I can't say the same for Ptolemy because he finds them annoying. Any of you guys have younger siblings? I do. I do have a younger sister. She's in her room. Okay. I'm very curious. Was this story inspired? Yes, it was inspired, but only with the sibling part. The sibling part, I'm doing my own. I'm gonna be doing my own concepts of environments for Egypt when I start designing and doing character designs and clothing and all that stuff. And so for now, my animatics, I try to keep it as simple as possible, but you know that they're like in Egypt, either in the village, either in the desert, either in the palace. Um, but I do have a really large animation book. It's probably my closet of it, the art of Prince of Egypt, which I look over it a lot. Um, to get inspired and see what color schemes, and it's the artist part of me, it's the animator part of me. My school has, I don't know, something up here. Yeah, I can hear my professor's voices in my head sometimes. Not in a creepy way. So yeah, I always look for anything then to inspire me to then make it into my own. So hopefully, and especially on the clothing, like on the last part, I wanted to make that dance that they change into more a queen and pharaoh looking, like Shioni and Joseph, like in the middle of them dancing, because that show like a future, because that's something that Shioni wants, that to marry him, of course, which is impossible because Egyptian royalty can't marry outside their own. So that's why she's engaged to Ptolemy, yes. Yeah. So okay. What else? Yes, because I did use 2 songs already. So currently in the process of drawing my new baby boy. Oh, that's nice. I'm drawing the fan art for your last animatic. Oh, thank you, Nuria. I love you. I just want to know how you learn to draw talented characters in OC animation. Wow, that is a big question. No, I'm glad you asked that. I'm glad. Uh, again, I went to animation school. I went to art school for 6 years. This school right here. Stupid hair. Ringling College of Art and Design. It's in Florida. And to this day, my family still asks me, like, tell me the truth, Mick. Did you go to this school just so you can go to Disney World? It's some true, but yeah, I did go a lot to Disney World, but that's another story. I did learn a lot. Even before I started school, I did not know how to use Photoshop at all. Nada. Cero. So imagine my freshman year, it went pretty bad because this school worked in a way that I've never seen before. Well, I can't say it that all colleges are different. All colleges are different, like how they work and how they have classes, how everybody um, how do you interact with people, even if they're studying the same thing. And I have felt intimidated by other people, like their art style is better than mine, because when I started as a freshman, it wasn't really good. I even had a professor who insulted me in my face one time, of saying that, how did you even get into school? Your art sucks so much. And that kind of, that made me sad, like really sad, like cry sad. But yeah, I kept working hard. I kept practicing. I kept working on my style, my environments, asking my professors for more help. How even my colleagues, like how to draw in perspective, because perspective is still not my best friend. Um, the other thing is that how to find my own style, because before that I was drawing really blurry, like a really blurry style. If you can, if you guys look at my Instagram, you can like scroll down to the bottom. You can see that like really bad 3 years ago of really bad art, compared to what I draw right now. Like I'm always looking for ways to keep improving. I'm always looking for ways to either for my fan art or doodles or for my original stuff. Um, and so, but for character design, I'm still learning, especially with men, because I'm still learning how to draw men because they have a different anatomy, especially because I'm drawing really hunky looking guys, especially for Joseph and Ptolemy, and because in Egyptian times you have to show those really nice pecs. And for the women, the really nice hourglass figure, especially the right up here. And so yeah, you just have to keep working on it, keep practicing, get as much as help as possible. I did take a lot of figure drawing classes because, again, character design is still tricky for me. It's still hard. I mostly love doing more environment art, like concept art, and props and things like that. Even my professors had told me that I'm really better at doing environments than character. I love doing posters, like advertisement poster, Broadway posters, movies. I've done like 5, if you can see them on my Instagram. My avatar ones have been asked if they were real, which is like, oh, you thought it was real? So, so yeah, those are the stuff that I love to draw. I love doing, and you can see that I love doing storyboarding. I just wish that we had storyboarding classes in my program, in my major, because the CA people, the computer animation people, had the most storyboarding classes, and we illustrators only had like 1 or 2. So I still wish we had more storyboarding classes, but it was fun. I jumped in as soon as they opened, and I got really excited that I got in because they got full up really fast. And because it's in laboratories, we had the really big Cintiqs, so there was like 30 Cintiqs in each lab. So if anybody wants to sign up, they will have, it's like a first come first serve. So if you're drawing right now and if you want to keep like drawing like to make it into a career, or if it's a hobby and you just want to get better, that's my best advice. Keep drawing, keep look for references. My professors always taunted me because I couldn't never draw anything from up here. I always had to look up references. uh, there was one professor, I love him. He was one of the animators who worked on a lot of Disney movies, especially my favorite, my forever favorite, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, um, which I did a book cover of it one time in sophomore year, which was not good. I'm probably gonna do that again. Probably gonna. I really want to do my own version of The Hunchback, the book version, like my own illustrations and everything. But that's for another time. Um, but yeah, his name is James Martin. If you want to look him up on Instagram, if you want. I asked. Okay, there was one semester that I did it all Hunchback based. Everything, almost all my assignments were Hunchbacked, and so I didn't. If you guys haven't seen it, I did a really an interior Notre Dame with my own character design of Esmeralda. Um, and he said at first, no, Mickey, you're not gonna do that because I don't want you to suffer what I suffered when I did the actual thing. Like, you see that? It only lasted 3 seconds in the movie, and I worked on it for 3 months. So, but I did it anyway. He was really proud of it. He was really proud of it that I did it. So, oh god, those glass windows were a nightmare. um, but yeah, I love doing things like that. I love doing environments with detail and things like that too. Like, just give me like 2 or 3 weeks and I'll have it done. Okay, next question. How do you get inspired for creating your characters? They're really. Oh, thanks. Um, I think I got inspired by again, looking at Egyptian clothing, and that was the first step. I actually have a really old design of them, like from 2018, I think it was. Let me look it up really quick. But I think they don't look any different from they look right now. I have to do character designs, like real actual sheets of character designs, like with props and facial expressions and things like that. And so, and looking up their makeup and doing that Egyptian eye look. So, but yeah, Shioni's was pretty simple. Um, Long hair. I wanted her to look rebellious because in Egyptian times, women can't have long hair. They always have to have that wig thing with beads and everything. They can, and when they take it off, they were bald. So I did not want that for her. Um, she can wear the wig, yes, if for other occasions, but underneath she'll have her long hair. Um, or for those who do cosplay, which I do cosplay, we know how that suffers because when you're gonna wear a wig and you have long hair, that's always a nightmare, by the way. Let's see. Do I still have that? Oh yeah. Yeah. Here's the. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, here it is. So yeah, that was like in 2018. So, but they don't look any different from they look right now. Yeah, especially with designs of the gods. I'm gonna make designs of them too. So, and Ptolemy, he was simple too, like a really nice, slim, well, not slim, really nice fit guy, probably with some tattoos and jewelry. The jewelry was fun to draw and it's always going to be a little random sometimes because they never wear the same jewelry more than twice. So, she's going to have her little tiara and she's going to have her earrings. She's gonna have some bracelets maybe and some like for the arms too. So for don't be surprised if I change the clothing for the next animatics, because I really want to do one where she's wearing like a traditional Egyptian dancer, where she's gonna show some skin. She's not gonna be naked, or she's not gonna wear like anything provocative or anything. She's just gonna wear a nice top and the skirt and showing some knee or showing some leg, showing a little bit of breast. Yes, like a nice bra, like a nice jiggly bra or something. Um, that's probably gonna be like in Hellfire Point Two. Um, so yeah. I'm gonna keep working on my designs. Don't worry. You're probably gonna see them in my Instagram or my portfolio. Well, not my portfolio. On my website. Yeah, I do have a website, but it's something a little bit more private. Um, but and also I'm gonna make designs for Joseph too, because I'm really glad that somebody pointed out that, oh, he looks so Jewish in Hebrew. Oh, that was the idea. Thank you for pointing that out. I did want him with long hair, because I looked up really nice Egyptian or Hebrew actors, and they all similarly all have long hair. So I'm like, there we go. I'm gonna draw him with long hair. Okay. Let's see what else. Other than and where you stand in terms of dragons? What I don't really understand your question, but I do love dragons. Uh, are you asking me like if I would do something like medieval at some point? I'm sorry, I really don't understand your question. Okay, the siblings remind me of Jaime and Cersei. Hmm. Uh, I don't know what that means. I don't know who they are, but probably gonna look them up later if that's okay. Okay, have you watching before eating popcorn? Oh yeah, I'm always snacking when I'm watching Prince of Egypt or anything really. I always have a snack with me, either a cookie or Rice Krispie or something like the M&M's ones or the cookies and cream ones, um, or a piece of cheese. I'm part mouse. I'm part mouse. So, but yeah, I always have my bottle of water too, or soda or juice. Who likes my cup? It's tangled. Okay. Okay. Do you plan to do the next part of this? Yes, I will start at some point doing the next part, which again, if those who know Phantom of the Opera, there is a second part. But I had to like brainstorm a little bit that one more, because if we're gonna we can't imagine that Ptolemy is gonna like burst like a like burst into flames. Okay, he's not, no, not that. Okay, if he's gonna like snap, that's the word, snap. If he's gonna snap, like in the Phantom of the Opera, the Phantom just snaps and he like goes down into tears. And he like destroys the rose that he gave Christine. So I really want to imagine a part that, like, I want to add a really nice moment between, like a flashback, like a memory between he and Shioni, that she gives him a little love, uh, sibling love, sibling love, that she gives him a hug or something. And then all that crumbles up, like something really dark, like crumbles up onto him. Um, so that he does something really drastic at the end. Like I was thinking, like he conquers either Seth or Anubis, or he like it's just an idea. Like he makes a sphinx come to life. You guys know what a sphinx is, right? Like that uh, body of a man, body of a lion. I mean, head of a man, body of a lion, and so to show that he has that kind of power, that he feels that kind of betrayal. So at some point, I'm probably gonna stop doing this one. Like, stop doing part 6 when you haven't started part 4 or part 5. But it's just weird for me because ideas come to me like when I least expect them. So I had to just hurry before I forget them. It's always fun. So yeah, I am gonna start doing it. Like as soon as finish my small project that I'm doing right now, I'm working on my first real GIF, which is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a evil Disney princess GIF, uh, plus Ladybug. Okay, 4 Disney princesses plus Ladybug. So that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. My first real GIF. Um, that doesn't include class assignments. This one is all my own. Okay, from the beginning. Oh, hi, Nuria. How are you? Sorry, burp. They inspire me to continue with my own story, and you're welcome. I love you so much, too. Can you draw new designs, sister? Yes, I will draw new designs from that to now. I am gonna post some for if it's okay for now. I'm gonna soon post designs that I did for my mythology book, my Greek mythology book, my designs of Persephone and Hades, and I'm really debating if I should continue doing my Greek mythology animatics too, because between you guys and me, my favorite right now is the one I did of Persephone with for my thesis. I don't know. It's just a new, different feeling to it. Like because my Egyptian ones is always so dark and intense, and for the one of I did of Greek mythology was like really refreshing in a way. Like a new type of story for me to illustrate or storyboard. And so yeah. Oh, Game of Thrones. I'm sorry. I apologize. I've never seen Game of Thrones. My dad watched Game of Thrones. But I do know what it's about. But it's just a little foggy. But I've never watched Game of Thrones. I'm sorry. I apologize. There are some things that I do watch and some things that I like. At least I know of them. So I apologize for that, Ellen. Oh no, Lena. Sorry. Um, I love M&M's chocolate. Oh, I love them too. I always love chocolate. Who doesn't love chocolate? Uh, I see there's no more questions. So that's sad. Nobody has any more questions for me? Am I really that boring? Should I start giving out spoilers for you guys to talk to me now? Or should I just end it here? I don't know. Should I talk about the crossover between my Shioni with Ladybug? Would that make you guys happy? Okay, Eric is asking, hi Eric, other characters apart from gods that you plan on adding? mm, I'm not sure, because right now, okay, part 3 was the one with the gods, the one with that I mentioned all the gods and they come to like spook a little Shioni when she's in there. By the way, it's dark because it's on purpose because she's in a pitch black place. So the rest of the gods were challenging to look up, like actual references of them, because the most part that I found was hieroglyphics. Did I say that right? So it was really challenging to look up actual designs of them or any references or photos of what they look like. So, but yeah, it was fun to design them. It took me more time to on that one. So like 3 weeks to just do the part of the gods because there were like what like 10, 12 gods. Yeah. But yeah. For now, I'm just gonna stick to designing my two main characters, my new guy, probably the pharaoh, the queen, and the two main gods. I mean, three main gods, which are Seth, Anubis, and Ra. So for now, it's just gonna be them. I'm not sure if I'm gonna design every god that I could look up that might be helpful for the story. So let's see how it goes. For now, just gonna post some stuff, post some other stuff, and I'm gonna keep working my spare time because I'm also working part time uh, as much as I can, even if with the pandemic still going on. And I'm also doing some other artwork, other personal work. So, but yeah, I will always keep posting as much as I can because I really want to get my work out there, and like I really want to show it. And I've seen how successful these animatics have been gotten, and I really am really so grateful for you guys loving them so much over almost over 1,300 subscribers and on almost and over 3,000 follows on Instagram and all that stuff, which I'm really really thankful. So I love you guys so much, but I will keep delivering, and I know because you guys motivate me to keep working on these more harder and make them more intense and keep improving on my art style and everything and make them more cleaner and things like that. And yeah, I'm really grateful and I love you guys so much. Okay, let's see what else. Um Oh, now that you mentioned that part of dragons, maybe I will get an idea of using not dragons but maybe snakes for Ptolemy. Like make something like because maybe that I should make that into something important or significant to him that he would use snakes. Maybe that's an idea. So I thank you for that. Let's see if someone was to cosplay. Oh God, if someone was to cosplay your characters, what would you think? Oh God, I would like scream for the hills. Oh my God. Okay. I would like to say at first that the people who send me the amazing fan art just made me scream for like days. And uh, Hana, aka Zuzu, she sent me her fan art, and I was in a store when she sent it to me, and I just kind of let out a scream that everybody was staring at me. And for Nuria, who I hope she's still here. Hi, Nuria. And her to make her own version comic of my first part, which I still cringe at. And so to make it like a little into her own because she has her own story too, and which is awesome. Hi, Nuria. And so I would always love anything that you guys would like send to me, like fan art or cosplay. I think if anybody's gonna do a cosplay, I'm probably gonna have to do like character design so they would know what exactly the look if my characters would be. I should know because I do cosplays. I'm not a I still wish I knew how to sew. I always use recycle stuff, and I always tweak them, and I always sew them up a little. Not like use a machine like hand sew. Um, because I always had to look up every little detail that I could put as much as possible. So I would like I'm in their shoes like, but if somebody would do a cosplay of my characters, I would just scream for the hills, and I would like kiss this person on the head or the cheek like thank you so much, like that means the world to me or something. Like so much. So if you're thinking of doing a cosplay, just let me know and I'll tell you the details if you like, or that's actually a sign that I should do the character designs. Yes. Can I ask who would you do? Can I ask please? Okay. Do you plan on opening art trays or art collabs? Um, well, I might. I might do some art collabs at some point with other artists. I'm just saying, I'm not planning to be a really huge influencer with my art. Um, but I would like to, especially with some people that I already know. That so but if anybody is open to like make an art collab with me, I would totally like I would so do it. Uh, I would comply. That would be really awesome, really. Um, let's see. Well, you gain a new fan. I do love your videos. Oh, thank you, Eric. You're so cute. Who will you choose, heroes or villains? Oh, that's a really good question because I do have my soft spot for villains. My favorite villain forever will be Frollo. Yes, Frollo. Actually, that's another thing in my story, like Hellfire. There is Hellfire in my story, which I love Hellfire. I do have a really huge playlist of just the song Hellfire in all different types of versions: English, Spanish, French, Portuguese, Italian, cover of this person, cover of this person, and cover of that person. And I will make, and I think I mentioned this, that I will make a Hellfire 2.0. It's gonna be with the cover of Jonathan Young. Who's here is a fan of Jonathan Young? I want to see some hands. Okay. Yes, I do love Caleb Hiles too, but I think Jonathan Young's cover of Hellfire is so like demonic and intense that you just like, whoa, that was that was intense. So yeah, for now I can just say the idea. This one is gonna be more intense than the last one, than the first one. Because I actually a friend gave me an idea for it that I was just like, huh, I should use that. Does anybody want to hear the idea, or you rather wait? Hey, Jazzy, I see you're here. Okay, so yeah, let me know if you want to hear the idea or not, or if you rather wait. Like wait until I make it. Okay, in case I missed it, does the new guy have got a name? Yes, he doesn't have a name. His name is Joseph with an F at the end. He's a slave. He's Hebrew, and I did write already the part where they meet him and Shioni, and they do have a sentimental moment between it, like a really close connection already. Because again, Shioni does care for her people. She doesn't care if she's supposed to be this untouchable, clean, pure creature of the Nile. And she's not afraid to get her hands dirty, like to get some work done or something, or to like bandage up some. If she sees somebody's bleeding or something, she would clean it up for you. Like she's not afraid. She's not afraid of that. So I think it's safe to say that when they meet, Joseph is being whipped. He is a slave, sadly. Um, he's being whipped, and Shioni sees this, and she breaks a vase on top of the guard that was whipping him to like. She doesn't kill him. She just knocks him out to like save Joseph. And when she sees that he's bleeding over his back or his torso, she bandages him up again. Um, so they do have a. He's not intimidated that she's his quote unquote queen of Pharaoh, Queen Pharaoh. So they do share a bond already. So that's all I can say for that. Like that's how they meet. So yeah, let's see what else. Um, what Funko Pops do you have? I noticed you have it. Oh, you noticed my Funko Pops in the back. Actually, I have more over here in my desk. The Discom City. Okay, I don't know if you guys want me to show you my Funko Pops or you want me just tell you which I have. Uh, cause I don't know, I got over like 50 pops, including little ones too. But over there I got like 37, I think. Okay. I would be interested in collabing. Oh, thank you. You can message me on Instagram and you can tell me about it. Uh, I love Jonathan Young too. I love Caleb Hyles too. It's great. Oh yes, I've heard of Point of No Return. I actually have a full playlist of Jonathan Young covers on my phone, and Caleb Hyles and Anna Patsu. So I do love them. They're my favorite cover artists. Tell us your idea. Oh, which idea was that? Oh yeah, the Hellfire one. Yeah. Okay. This idea, my friend gave it to me. So, but it makes sense because it's Egyptian times. I just wasn't sure anybody would be sensitive about it because even if it is historically fact, but the idea is that for Hellfire 2.0, which is going to be more intense and more demonic, is that I give Ptolemy a harem. Yes, a harem. For those who watch anime, which I do, you would know what a harem is, or something. It's something historical that future leaders or already kings would have their own harem besides having a wife. It's in Greek times and Egyptian times, Chinese times. So yeah, but the idea is that giving Ptolemy a harem is to prove how much he really wants Shione, really, like like let's say in a good way, like in a good way, like he doesn't want any other woman, he just wants Shione, like to just have her as his queen, the only one for him. Like he doesn't care about other women, no matter how temptatious or curvious or really beautiful these women are, because he only just wants one. So yeah, that's the idea for now for Hellfire 2.0. And I'm actually gonna thinking of having a scene where Shione is actually dancing and not just being like a flame of nudities of nudity. Sorry, nudity. Oh, sorry, hiccup. Um, I want to hear the idea. Okay, I asked the cosplay questions out of curiosity because it would be possible to be Shione. Oh, thank you. Well, I do love Halloween. Halloween is my jam. Because I would really would love to see that. Really, I would love you forever. Do you hear? Uh, I think you spelled this wrong. Sorry. Uh, are you trying to say Anna Patsu? She does Hunchback. Yes, I do have all the covers of Anna Patsu of Hunchback. I do have a really long list. Like every time she posts a cover on YouTube, I download it and pass it over to my phone. Don't I probably shouldn't have said that. Okay, that's nice to know how Shion and Joseph meet. Sorry, you're fine, don't worry. I'd be interested in collabing too. Hi, Nuria. How are you doing? Studio Acanthus. Oh, I think I've heard of them. Like, I'll look it up later. Thanks. I'll look it up. Have you seen Six the Musical? No, sorry, I haven't seen Six the Musical, but I do love musicals. Uh, I do love Broadway. Yes, I think the only Broadway production that I've actually seen on Broadway is The Lion King. But I would love to see when all this is over. I can just go to New York to see Wicked, Hadestown, and Hamilton. Okay, who has even if I cheated, I've seen it on the Disney Plus. But Hamilton broke my souls in pieces. Tell me it wasn't heartbreaking or like really powerful. Like okay, I'm going to sleep. Good night. Good night. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Let's see. There are Polish vocal studios, but I love Anipatsu. I do love Anipatsu too. For the person who asked me about my Funko Pops, wait, there's another question here. Can you make Point of No Return of Persephone Hades? Oh, that's actually a good idea. Especially because I'm really still debating if I should continue it. Um, but if I would continue it, it would be Phantom of the Opera when she's already down at the underworld. But Point of No Return is a really good idea too. I'll actually write that down. Thanks for the idea. Thanks, Ellen. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna write it down. Uh, Jonathan Young cover, right? Yes. No return. Okay, I wrote it down. Thank you. Yes, Hamilton is the best. Bye, Ellen. Thanks for watching, I guess. Okay, for the person who asked me about my Funko Pops, okay, the top row is all my princesses. Tiana, Rapunzel, Esmeralda, Merida, and one Harley Quinn. Yes, Harley Quinn is a princess. Deal with it. The bottom ones are all my Elsas from the sequel. Um, I did love the sequel more than the first one. I admit that. So I'm a Jelsa supporter, yes. And so yeah, they're all my Elsas, like all for with the best outfits, especially the just show yourself one at the end. My bottom ones are all my Mickeys from the 90 anniversary collection, including Kingdom Hearts. Uh, Hi Martha, how are you? I'm sorry, I misspell your name sometimes. Maritina. Maritina? Yeah. Thanks. You're cute too. And then my bottom ones are my all my Kingdom Heart ones. And over here I have Miraculous Ladybug, Ladybug and Cat Noir, and Wild Hops, who are Judy and Nick from Zootopia. Yes, I ship Wild Hops. So yeah, I have a lot of Funko Pops. I have a lot of them, including little ones too. Like I have a couple Harley Quinn ones here. So do you have Pink Diamond? Pink Diamond is that from Steven Universe? Yeah. Uh, are you a Kingdom Hearts fan? Yes, I am a Kingdom Hearts fan. I actually have an umbrella here, which is a Keyblade. So I do have a couple of Kingdom Hearts pops, a couple of shirts, and I actually cosplayed Zora last year Halloween. I was gonna go to the Disney World Halloween party, but something came up that I couldn't go. So hopefully I can go next year. And so yeah, my favorite character is Zora and Ven, which I love them. They're so cute together. And I do have a couple of games. I do have I can't say I have all the games, but I do have the main ones. That Birth by Sleep, Chain of Secrets, and the last one, the third game. I'm really into Zootopia, so I really wish they would have made a world into Zootopia so we would see furry Zora. So yeah, I do love Kingdom Hearts. There's a funny story one time that I was playing Birth by Sleep and my grandpa walked in and he asked me what I was doing, like what I was playing, and so I simplified it as much as possible for him. He's 81, so I told him like, okay, grandpa, I'm a knight and I'm battling a dragon to rescue a princess, which is Ven rescuing Princess Aurora from Maleficent. So I think that's simple enough, right? How many languages do you speak? Oh, I speak two languages, English and Spanish, but I'm still learning my French. I am Latina. I am from Puerto Rico. I'm sorry if my accent comes out sometimes. And so, Yeah. So I'm guessing that's all I can talk about. Maybe. No, nobody else gonna ask me anything else, or should we just like? It's been over an hour, so. But this was fun. This was really fun. I don't know if anybody else wants to ask me any questions or on my story or anything, or anything you can share on characters. Um, Depends. Like what exactly would you like to know? Hmm. Let me think really quick because I know that I just written a lot of stuff that I sometimes I forget them. Okay, character traits. Did I miss you talking about your story? Yeah, sorry. Uh, if you want, I can talk about it again, or if you rather watch this when it's over. Okay, character traits. I think I mentioned that Shiani is a little bit more modernized and she's really rebellious. But I'm not trying to make her into a feminist because I really don't. Okay, I'm not against women rights. I'm just saying that a woman can be strong, independent, and strong, but she can still have a supporting love interest, right? Like I'm all up for that. I'm not. I don't really like the idea of her being single forever just to prove that she's worthy or she's strong and independent. So yeah, she's against slavery. She's against a lot of things against the dynasty. She Her father, the pharaoh, is always like being so pushy on her because she is doing right things that he believes are against the traditions, against the ancient traditions, against the what the gods want of her. Like they want her to be this really nice, pure figure creature that's supposed to be inside like an hourglass or something, like just to admire. So she loves sneaking out of the palace time to time, especially because she lives in a really high story tower or something. Not like Rapunzel or anything, but she uses her bed sheets to just climb out and sneak out, which is just something really high. So she has guts. So she likes going into the village to like socialize with her people. She likes going to festivals when there's time, or even if they're playing music, she would just go out and dance with them. She would give them supplies behind her father's back, like either money or food or water. Uh, Ptolemy, I think I already talked about how Ptolemy's character is. That he has this toxic, controlling way with her. Like he's always like bossing her around, even if she's the oldest. He wants to keep her in one place. It's either because of him or because his father orders him to. Um, but he does have a soft spot for her. He can't be a gentleman with her. He can't be nice to her when she gives him an opportunity to. Like if she does love him, she does love him as a brother. Yes, as a brother, just as a brother. Um, but he sees that her affection can be twisted into his own mind. Like if she would give him a kiss on the cheek, he would see that it's an open door for him to like make a move or something. So and he uses the gods' influence to like keep an eye on her, even if the gods are not really on board of him choosing her over the power they can inflict on him. So yeah, I think I discussed this already, I guess. Let's see what else. How do you do your character development personally? Hmm. I can't really respond to that one yet because I'm still writing the story. I'm still writing the novel version, and so I can only say one thing about Shioni. If you guys want, there is a chapter that I wrote that she has an impulse, a moment of committing suicide at some point. Like all that pressure, all that control over her, all that expectations of her, like gives her like that impulse to like try to commit suicide, but she doesn't. But she does make something like really important or something like a statement in a way, like to her father, to Ptolemy, to her family. Like I think I mentioned this that she has long hair, which is not common in Egyptian times. Um, um, okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So in that part where she almost commits suicide, she doesn't do it because she knows that her people need her and like be the ruler they really deserve, not and especially not have slavery anymore, no more people dying, no more people being whipped, especially children. Actually nobody wants to be whipped or or mistreated or abused or become slaves to anybody. So what she does is that for that moment, she makes a statement that I do have control, even at least with my body, which is something that you guys don't have the right to. So what she does is that, oh, let's see, Mulan moment. She cuts her hair. She cuts her hair short. Oh, Ptolemy's reaction was hilarious to write. So you can imagine his reaction when he sees her with short hair. So so I hope that helps then in character traits. Hope that helps of what kind of character that she is because she's strong, she's independent, but she can be vulnerable at sometimes. I think a woman would be like that. Well, anybody could be like that. Like there are moments when you feel like confident or strong and you have the guts to do something right or stand up to something or someone or yourself, but at some point you will feel vulnerable too. So I think that that would be like her character. Her development is still under development. Yes, I made a bad joke because I'm still writing. I'm still writing it. So hopefully by the time that I do have the novel ready, I can still share it and I can still somehow find a way to like publish it. And so yeah, for now I can just show this in my animatics. Hopefully that works. I'm still a newbie and still a small fry. So anything that you guys, even the smallest comment, uh, is just means everything to me, and I really am grateful. Okay, have you seen Avatar: The Last Airbender or The Legend of Korra? Yes, I have seen Avatar when I was younger. So I started rewatching it again for when I have some time. I haven't seen Legend of Korra, but I do know what's it about a little bit. Uh, no, and if anybody would ask me, I have never seen The Last Airbender, the live action movie. No, it's not worth it. But yeah, I have seen Avatar, and I'm rewatching it when I can right now on Netflix. Um, Me over here waiting for the novel. I can't wait to read it. Oh, I can. How would I would love to please you right now with that? Do you have any tips to deal with writer's block? Okay, writer's block, the same with artist block, is I think the best tip how to deal with it is to, well, the way I handle it is that I would just stare at the ceiling for a while and to see what comes up, like what comes to me, like get some blood in my brain. But no, don't do that. That can be dangerous too. I think the best tip would be take a break. Yeah, take a break. Watch some TV. Probably something will come up by watching TV. Listen to some music. Um, The another thing my professors told me how to do it is to try to rewrite the same scene or like anything random. Like try to write anything random, even if you might not use it. But if you write something random, uh, something like really good, something will click, like something like really inspiring, like something really senseful that would like increase your drama, like any type of writing that if you're writing horror, if you're writing mystery or romance or just writing out of random like if I would to like be stuck on a chapter and I would say like Shiani will throw herself into the crocodiles. Even saying that something might click and some it may something with sense would like why would she throw herself into the crocodiles? Maybe she's trying to rescue something. Maybe she's trying to rescue someone. Maybe she's trying trying to get something out of the Nile, or maybe Ptolemy is in there and she wants to save him even if he did something stupid or something. So it's kind of like that. Uh, like just it helps. It helps sometimes. Like right now, yesterday I had a couple of not writer's block, artist block. I was doodling something of Hamilton. Again, I love Hamilton. I loved it. I loved it so much. And so, my first attempt didn't go so good. And then after a while, I started doodling over and over and over again until I got a decent sketch. And so, hopefully, I can post it later because that it's all about like your first attempt may not go so well, but if you keep at it, something really good will come out of that. So that hopefully that those tips help. Also, drink some water. Water helps. Um, Maybe go for a run or maybe go for a jog because every time I go for a jog and I'm listening to some music, my ideas come to me. Like when you're in that world, when you're in that world that where you're just exercising or something, exercising helps. Um, and so, like when you're in the quiet or something and you're just listening with your headphones, like or if you're taking a shower and you're underwater, that helps too. Like I get my best ideas when I'm under the shower. So yeah, hopefully that works. And so if nobody's gonna ask any more questions, maybe okay to leave it out here, and hopefully we can do this again another time because this was fun. And I'm sorry for the delay. Really, like this was my first time doing this, but I think I got it worked out. And so, but I really appreciate the people who chatted with me and so and asked me their questions. I really did enjoy myself doing this. Like, and I really love you guys for like supporting my work and following me on my social media. I just opened up a Twitter account, which I'm gonna post all the links in the description. And if you guys want to read my book, like at least my Greek book, my Deathbringer, it's called Deathbringer, yes. And if you guys, so you can see that I really want to turn this into illustrated novel at some point, and I can start working on it, and I can keep writing at it, and I can start illustrating it. But for now, that you guys can see um, where I'm going with this. So, and you guys can see that I do have some ideas, and I did started sketching out some ideas for my sixth part. I really shouldn't do that, but the muse, the muse doesn't leave me alone. So thank you guys. I really did enjoy myself doing this, and hopefully we can do this again. And also you guys got to know me a little bit better too. So thank you, and I hope you guys stay safe in this plague that we're dealing with right now. But we hopefully will get through this. So, uh, and to those who did a lot, did fan art for me, and and so showing me your love and everything. And I love you guys all back so much, and so hopefully you keep liking my work. So thank you. Muchas gracias, and I love you guys, and hopefully we can do this again. Bye.